Glenn Ray from McKean McGregor here with Christian Hickey, the founder and owner of Phoenix Park Angus Stud. Since 2007 you've established this, Christian, but I'm really keen to learn a little bit more about your history and your past and what brought you about breeding Angus cattle.
Well, Glenn, thank you. Pleasure to be here. Started off with a dairy background. My family's lived here for a long period of time in northern Victoria. As you said, in 2007 we started Phoenix Park Angus. Worked off farm for those years, and it was pretty hard to milk cows and do that at the same time. So always interested in cattle. I was a cattle nut since I was a kid. Decided to go for Angus because of the information involved with them, because I'm a bit of a data freak. But I also found out very quickly that, very similar to the dairy job, structure is all important. You build them right, they bring the dollars home. And so we've always concentrated on structure, particular docility. You would have seen from today, I think, Glenn, calving ease, not necessarily always really low birth weights, but we don't pull any calves. We are a decent sized calf. Some of the birth weights are a little bit above breed average, but we never have any trouble calving. Quietness, kilograms, you know, I figure if you're going to breed Angus, I want them to do what Angus do, and that's put weight on. I think the marbling, I don't pay as much attention to. I think the guys that feed the grain, we're just grass here pretty much. They can add the marbling to them, but you've got to have the weight. We've purchased cows from leading cow families around Australia and the world. We've got Intense cow family represented here from the US. We've got Dreams, we've got Wilcoolers, Esters, Yankee Queens, Jets Pageants, a variety of others. Initially started on some key lots we liked and purchased at Willalooka Dispersal, and recently Premier, Stony Point and Anvil, but pretty much if it's a good cow, we're pretty fussy what we buy. Life's too short to be mucking around with rubbish, Glenn, so if I can afford it and it's good, I'll buy it. If not, and we've got enough good cows here. And I think this year we decided that the group of bulls we had, I think it's time to open up to the wider market. I think they represent what we stand for at Phoenix Park exceptionally well. I'm sure that whoever buys any of the bulls from this place, the bulls will perform admirably for them.
Yeah, I'm really excited. 18 of the quietest bulls I've ever done, and structurally you can see how sound they are, but I love Christian's humility because he's worked 30 years in the genetic industry, working with some of the best studs around Australia, and that passion and energy has certainly come to the forefront with what you breed here. And to walk amongst those 18 bulls, which are the lead of your draft, the pick of the draft of these June, July drop bulls, they're absolutely outstanding. And for the purchasers that are lucky enough to get them on Auctions Plus, when we put them up, look, they're going to be absolutely thrilled because the cattle themselves is right up there, equal to some of the best going around. So I'm really excited to see these bulls go up, and I wish everyone the very best with their purchases. If you need more details, well, feel free to contact the McKean McGregor team or myself, Glenn, on mobile 0429 027 220. Happy to connect you with Christian too to find out a little bit more. They're here to be inspected. They're just north of Bendigo by about 70 kilometres, so they're not far away from the Central Vic, and a great line of bulls. We're pretty excited to market them and put them forward. Thanks very much for your time, Christian.
Thank you, Glenn.